Following 21 hours of high-level negotiations in Islamabad, the first direct talks between the US and Iran in a decade ended without a signature. Negotiators reached a consensus on 95% of the terms discussed, including regional security and trade. However, the remaining 5%, Iran's insistence on maintaining its nuclear enrichment program, proved to be an absolute deal-breaker for the American delegation. As the diplomatic route closed, the threat shifted to the water. Iran moved to plant naval mines throughout the Strait of Hormuz, the primary artery for global energy transit. This is the math of asymmetric warfare. A naval mine costs a few $1,000s and can be deployed from a simple fishing boat. Yet, if that mine strikes a billion-dollar commercial supertanker, it effectively shuts down the lane for every other ship in the fleet. With 20% of the world's oil supply suddenly at the mercy of hidden explosives, the Strait became a tool for global economic extortion. This immediate threat to the global market forced a unilateral military response. The US issued a 2-week ultimatum for Iran to clear the Strait. When the deadline passed with the waterway still blocked, the military launched a systematic campaign to dismantle the country's entire maritime defense infrastructure. This data plot shows the efficiency of the strike. In just 96 hours, the US Navy located and sank 158 vessels, including every one of the 28 ships equipped to drop mines, effectively erasing the opposing navy from the surface of the water. Simultaneously, B-2 bombers targeted the core of the diplomatic dispute. Using deep earth penetrators, they struck 3 primary underground nuclear sites, burying the enrichment facilities under tons of rock and debris. For aerial defense, the military deployed high-energy lasers. These computerized systems track incoming drones and focus enough thermal energy on the hull to melt the frame into liquid metal while it is still in flight. By blinding radar networks and intercepting 101 consecutive missile strikes without a single hit to an American asset, the US achieved a total technological bypass of traditional combat. In 4 days, they neutralized the opposing military's ability to project force. With the opposing fleet at the bottom of the sea, the United States moved to seize physical control of the waterway, establishing a total naval blockade of the Strait. The blockade operates on an all-in, all-out filtering strategy. As shown on this map of the Strait, US forces now act as the sole gatekeepers of the channel, clearing Allied commercial tankers for passage while physically barring any unauthorized vessels from moving in or out. To secure these shipping lanes, the Navy deployed a fleet of sophisticated underwater minesweepers designed to find and neutralize the explosives that triggered the crisis in the first place. Because the opposing Air Force and Navy have been dismantled, American destroyers and submarines now patrol the Strait without any physical resistance. This operation effectively transfers control of an international choke point to a single power. The US now dictates the terms of trade in the region, deciding exactly which nations are allowed to profit from the flow of oil. While the US military controls the supply in the Middle East, a parallel shift in production is occurring within American borders. The scale of American energy independence is massive. As this chart demonstrates, current US oil and gas production surpasses the combined output of Saudi Arabia and Russia. This domestic surplus is physically rerouting global trade. Hundreds of supertankers that once queued in Hormuz are now heading toward the US Gulf Coast. The administration has leaned into this dominance by aggressively rebranding the region. Following successful legal challenges and coordination with major digital map providers, the Gulf of Mexico is being officially relabeled as the Gulf of America, a symbolic claim over the waters that front 93% of the US coastline. This domestic energy shield changes the stakes of global conflict. While the blockade in Hormuz cripples the economies of Japan and South Korea, who rely on the Strait for the vast majority of their energy, the United States remains insulated from the supply shocks it is enforcing abroad. The crisis has fractured long-standing alliances. The US has expressed sharp disappointment in NATO, citing the refusal of European allies to contribute military assets during the initial strikes. In place of traditional treaties, the US has built a transactional coalition with Israel and several Gulf states. This partnership is based on immediate technological integration, such as the shared use of Patriot missile batteries to defend against regional threats. For rivals like China, the policy has shifted from diplomacy to a direct economic ultimatum. Any nation caught providing military hardware or shoulder-fired missiles to Iranian forces faces an automatic 50% tariff on all goods entering the U.S. market. The Hormuz blockade signifies a departure from multilateral cooperation. By leveraging a combination of technological military dominance and domestic energy reserves, the U.S. has moved into an era where it enforces its global will through absolute economic and military supremacy.